YouTube! ¿Qué pasa? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another solo leveling Arise video. Now today we're gonna be focusing on the main character, Jinwoo, and we're gonna be talking a bit about stats and everything regarding the character. Now, at first sight, right, when you first, generally when I started first with solo leveling Arise, at first I thought it was actually pretty straightforward to play the game, but after playing a while, I actually realized there's a lot more to actually find out and learn, and to actually know how the stats work in this game. You actually have to put a bit of time in the game, right? So we're going to be talking about everything regarding the stats and regarding our main character. Now, first up, we're going to be talking about what do the stats actually do in solo leveling Arise, right? Now, you might be thinking that just gaining levels in a main way of getting more powerful in solo leveling Arise, and that's actually enough to get stronger, is not the right way. Generally, each time you level up, you also gain like specific stat points, right? These you can distribute to one of the 5 different stats for Jinwoo, right? So each of the stats is basically, you have strength, which basically boosts your physical attack and damage output. Then you have perception, increases your damage cap, which in turn determines how much damage you can do, right? Then you have agility, basically increases your chance of landing a critical hit and dealing critical damage. And then you have intelligence, increases your maximum MP and also reduces skill cooldown times, right? And then last but not least, you have vitality, which is basically increases your HP and defense, right? So each of these stats actually plays a specific role in how you build your main character, and will also drastically affect how he actually performs in combat, right? Now, here's a turning point. Not every single one of these stats should be prioritized equally. And yes, it is absolutely possible to screw up your build and leave your main character actually doing way less damage than he should be at any given point in time. Don't worry, I got you, right? First up, I'm going to exactly show you how to reset your AP, basically your stats. Because you can mess up, and as you can see, there is a button, it says reset, and when you press it, it basically allows you to reset this stats, the stats you actually have going on, right? And in my case, the stats are messed up, right? I've done this on purpose to show you guys how to actually allocate the right stats for a character, right? Now let me quickly show you on how to do it. So you basically press reset. If you have enough gold, you press reset, and in a few seconds, through the magic of editing, I'm gonna have it resetted. Bear with me. Boom, now we magically have 27k gold, and we're gonna press reset, and that's it. The points have been resetted, and that's basically how to reset your points, right? Your stats. Now, first of all, let's basically go straight into the best stats you should be prioritizing for your main character, right? So overall, you might be thinking, right, it may be good to go a bit into strength, I don't know, vitality, agility, and so forth, right? It might also seem for some people a good choice to go into intelligence, to basically get him to get more additional MP and cooldown reduction and so forth. But no, hands down, literally the best stats you have to prioritize for your main character are perception and strength, right? In fact, like, you shouldn't be going for anything else except those two until you're like maybe level 60 or 50, right? That's when you can start putting everything into something else, right? But first of all, you definitely need to do these, because as mentioned previously, right, perception raises your damage cap, which is very important if you want to do your damage output, and if you want to increase your damage output and to be able to keep up with your level gains, right? And then next up, you need to put some points into strength, because you want to increase your physical attack, and at some point, you might want to consider putting some into agility to increase the chances of landing crits, right? But first up, definitely perception and strength. Intelligence and vitality are very low priority, right? You don't want to put any stat points in these, at least in the beginning, right? Maybe down the road sometime you may be wanting to put some in them. However, yeah, it might be generally tempting to put some points into intelligence, right? But don't do it. Just trust me on this one, right? So what you should be doing, right? For example, perception. You want to, on perception, you want to go for, now you have your base number right here. You see strength currently at 19, perception at 10. Now, let me tell you this. For perception, generally go for a number, so you're at the end, you're roughly at 80 to 85. Now, let's quickly see if that's enough. Where are we at? We're at 90. That's good, right? So that's like a base number you want to be chilling at, 80 to 85. That should be a good number. However, going above that is also favorable. And the rest, literally put everything into strength, because you want to get the strength up as much as possible to basically put the damage out you need in order to basically defeat certain stages, right? So that's the most efficient way of building the character. Now, in case you're very new to the game and you're asking how to get and use attribute points, each time you level up in the game, you basically get 5 attribute points, which you can then put towards any of the 5 stats in the for the character, right? To use them, you just go over here. So you basically go to the menu, right? And then you're on basic, and then you just press the arrow which points up, and then you just choose the one you want to choose, and you can quick allocate 10 or choose the number you want to allocate, and that's basically it. That's how you do it, right? And after you made your selections, you basically just press OK, and that's it. And that's basically all you need to know on how to build this character, right? Now, don't worry about everything else at that point. If you allocate your skill points right in the beginning, you will be successful playing with the character. I hope this video was helpful to some of you new players out there. I mean, the game only launched a couple of days ago, so there is going to be a lot more content coming. And I hope you guys leave a like, a comment, and if you haven't subscribed already, to consider doing so. It would help me a lot and definitely would motivate me to make more helpful videos for you guys. As always, thanks for tuning in, take care of yourselves, and until next time.